हेलो गुड मॉर्निंग स्टूडेंट्स। मैं रामपाल प्रजापत फ्रॉम इलेक्ट्रिकल डिपार्टमेंट इन FCIT दोसा। डियर स्टूडेंट, आज के लेक्चर में हम स्टडी करेंगे पावर इन इलेक्ट्रिक सर्किट और सब्जेक्टिव सर्किट एनालिसिस एंड पार्ट 30। फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल वी हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट इज पावर. Power is nothing but it is the rate of change of energy per unit time is known as power. That is dW by dt. So, in this lecture we will study power in DC and AC circuits. So, in a DC circuit, power consumed is simply the product of DC voltage and DC current, and its unit is watt. And for AC circuit with reactive components, we have to calculate the consumed power differently. It means in AC circuit, power is not the simply product of voltage and current as in DC circuit. So electric power is the rate at which energy is being consumed in a circuit, and as such all electrical and electronic components and devices having a limit to the amount of electric power that they can safely handle. For example, a 1/4 watt resistor or a 20 watt amplifier. So electric power can be time varying, either AC, either a DC quantity or an AC quantity. The amount of power in circuit at any instant of time is called instantaneous power, and which is given by the well-known relationship of power equation: voltage times current, that is P is equal to V into I. So 1 watt means rate of expending energy at 1 joule per second will be equal to the volt ampere product of 1 volt times 1 ampere. Then the power absorbed or supplied by a circuit element is the product of voltage V across the element and current in the element which flowing through it. So if we had a DC circuit with resistance of R ohm, the power dissipated by the resistor in watt is given by any of the following relationship formulas. That is P is equal to V into I, that is equal to I square R or V square upon R or I square R watt, where V the DC voltage and I is the DC current, R is the value of resistance. So power within an electric circuit is only present when both the voltage and current are present. That is non-open circuit or closed circuit conditions. Now we consider a example. So in the given DC circuit, there is a 12 volt battery and a current of 2 ampere is flowing in 6 ohm resistance. So power in dissipated in resistance are P is equal to V into I, where V is 12 and I is 6, I is 2 ampere. So power P is equal to 24 watt. Second formula, P is equal to V square upon R. So V is equal to 12, that is 12 square upon 6, that is equal to 24 watt. Or P is equal to I square R, then I is 2, and 2 square into 6 is equal to 24 watt. It means all the three formulas are applicable for DC circuit power calculation. Now power in AC circuit. We know that AC quantity is an alternating quantity which its magnitude change with respect to time. So in the given circuit, waveform represents the voltage waveform, and second this is current waveform. So power is the product of voltage and current. So a power waveform is represented as in this manner. If voltage is positive, current is negative, then power is negative. If voltage is positive, current is positive, power is positive. If voltage positive, current negative, power is negative. Similarly here, both voltage and current both are negative, so power is positive. Similarly here both voltage is positive, current is negative, then power is negative. Now electric power. In AC circuit, the instantaneous value of voltage, current, and therefore power can constantly changing, being influenced by the supply. So we cannot calculate the power in AC circuit in the same manner as in DC circuit. But we can still say that power P is equal to the voltage and current product. So another important point in AC circuit contain resistance. So there is a power component as a result of magnetic and electric field created by the components. The result is that unlike a purely resistive component, this power is stored and then returned back to the supply as a sinusoidal waveform goes through one complete period cycle. It means in a resistive element, power is dissipated in the form of heat. Thus the average power absorbed by the circuit is the sum of power stored and power returned over one complete period. So a circuit average power consumption will be the average of instantaneous power over one full cycle with the instantaneous power P defined as the multiplication of the instantaneous voltage V by the instantaneous current. Means in AC circuit, instantaneous power is the product of instantaneous voltage and instantaneous current. Now sinusoidal waveform. A sinusoidal waveform is represented in figure. This is sine wave. We know that sinusoidal waveform is also an alternating quantity. Its magnitude changes with respect to time. Now, if you want to calculate instantaneous value or magnitude of voltage in this waveform, then equation is V is equal to Vm sin omega t or Vm sin theta. The value of theta is 0, 90, 180, 270 and different changing. So if we put the value of theta, then we can find instantaneous voltage at that instant, the magnitude of voltage at that instant. So as the instantaneous power is the power at any instant of time, then P is equal to V into I, where in AC circuit V is equal to Vm sin omega t plus theta and I is Im sin omega t plus theta. So the power P is the Vm sin omega t plus theta into Im sin omega t plus theta I. So P is equal to Vm Im cos sin omega t plus theta V sin omega t plus theta I. So applying the triangular product to some instantly identity of, we know that sin A dot sin B is equal to 1 by half cos theta cos A minus B minus cos A plus B. And theta is equal to theta V minus theta I. That is the difference of voltage and current angle. The phase difference between voltage and current waveform. So in the above equation we give P is equal to Vm Im by half cos theta minus cos 2 omega t plus theta. As Vm Im by 2, that is equal to Vm by root 2 Im by root 2 or Vrms Irms watt, where V and I are the root mean square value of the sinusoidal waveform and V and I respectively, and theta is the phase difference between the two waveforms. Therefore, we can express the instantaneous power as V. So, instantaneous power equation P is equal to Vi cos theta minus Vi cos 2 omega t plus theta. This equation shows us that the instantaneous AC power has two different parts, and is therefore the sum of these two terms. The second term is a time varying sinusoid whose frequency is equal to twice the angular frequency of the supply due to 2 omega t part. This is part. First term is a constant whose value depends only on the phase difference theta between voltage and current. As the instantaneous power is constant, changing with the profile of the sinusoidal over time, this makes it difficult to measure. It is therefore more convenient and easy to on the math to use the average or mean value of the power. So, over a fixed number of cycles, the average value of instantaneous power of the sinusoidal waveform is given by P is equal to Vi cos theta, where V and I are the sinusoid RMS value and theta is the phase angle between voltage and current. The unit of power is what? The AC power dissipated in a circuit can be found from the impedance Z of the circuit using the voltage Vrms or current Irms flowing through the circuit as shown. So Z is equal to under root R square plus XL minus XC square. So theta is equal to cos inverse R upon Z or tan inverse XL upon R. So power P is equal to V square upon Z cos theta or P is equal to I square Z cos of theta. This is also active power. Now for example, the voltage and current waveform of a 50 Hz sinusoidal supply are given Vt is equal to 240 sin omega t plus 60 degree and It is equal to 5 sin omega t minus 10 degree ampere. So find the value of instantaneous power and the average power absorbed by the circuit. Now solution gives that. Now from the above instantaneous power absorbed by the circuit is given by P is equal to V into I, that is equal to 240 sin V is 240 sin omega t plus 60 degree into 5 sin omega t minus 10 degree. So P is equal to 240 into 5 cos sin 314.2 t plus 60 degree sin 314.2 t minus 10 degree, or P is equal to 1200 cos sin 340.2 t sin 60 degree dot sin 314.2 t minus 10 degree. Now Sin A dot sin B is equal to 1 by half cos A minus B minus cos A plus B. So P is equal to Vm by Im by 2 cos theta minus cos 2 omega t plus theta. So P is equal to 240 into 5 divided by 2 cos 60 minus 10 minus cos 2 into t 3 14.2 t plus 60 minus 10 degree. इसलिए power P is equal to 600 cos 70 degree minus cos 628.40 plus 50 degree. So PT is equal to 205.2 minus 600 cos 628.40 plus 50 degree watt. Now the average power is calculated as P average is equal to Vm Im by 2 cos theta V minus theta I. So P average is equal to Vm Im by 2 cos theta. The theta is equal to 60 minus 10, that is equal to 70 degree. The average power is 600 into cos 70 degree, that is 205.2 watt. You may have noticed that the average power value of 205.2 watt is also the first term value of the instantaneous power PT, as this first term constant value is the average or mean rate of energy change between the source and load. Now power in a pure resistive circuit. In a pure resistive circuit, we know that voltage and current both are in same phase. So theta V minus theta I means difference of angle between voltage and current is equal to 0 degree. So in this waveform, the voltage is represented as in such a manner and current wave is small. So power is the product of voltage and current. So power in pure resistance P is equal to VI cos theta. Theta is equal to 0. So cos 0 is equal to 1. So power P is equal to V into I, that is equal to VI watt. Now waveform for power is shown in figure here. This is waveform represents voltage, this is current. So power is product of voltage and current. And cos theta is 0, cos theta is equal to 1, means power factor is 1. So simply power factor is power is the product of voltage and current in a pure resistive circuit, that is equal to DC power. It means there is no negative power in this waveform. So a resistance does not store power, any power. It only dissipates power in the form of heat. Second is a pure inductive circuit. In the given circuit, a pure inductor is represented as a voltage source of V volt is applied across the terminals of this inductor. XL is the impedance of or reactance of inductor, that is 2 pi FL. Current in the inductor is Vt by XL. R is 0. So in a pure inductor, current lags 90 degree to the voltage. So in this waveform, V and I both have 90 degree separate. Waveform represents voltage and current. In this waveform, voltage is leading by 90 degree to the current. So real power in inductor is equal to P is equal to VI cos theta, and cos theta is equal to 90 degree. So cos 90 is equal to 0 degree 0. So power P is equal to V into I into 0, that is equal to 0 watt. It means a inductor does not store or does not dissipate power, does not consume power. So reactive power in inductor P is equal to VI sin theta, or sin 90 degree is equal to 1. So Q is equal to V into I, that is equal to VI var, VAR, volt ampere reactive. This is the unit of reactive power. So it represents that the inductor stores energy, but it does not dissipate any energy in the circuit, and there is no power loss in pure inductive circuit. Waveform for power is shown in figure. If voltage is positive, current is negative, power is negative. If voltage is positive, current is positive, power is positive. Similarly, if current is positive, voltage is negative, power is negative. So this waveform represents that power is alternating in a pure inductor. It means inductor stores power and delivers power, but it does not consume power. Similarly, in a pure capacitive circuit, we apply a voltage V. Reactance of pure inductor capacitor is Xc, that is 1 upon 2 pi Fc, and current I is equal to V upon Xc, R is equal to 0. And pure capacitor, current is leading by 90 degree. So in this waveform, a voltage and current is leading by 90 degree. So reactive power in a pure capacitor is Q, that is VI sin theta. So theta is equal to 90 degree, that is minus 90 degree. So sin 90 degree is equal to minus 1, minus 90 degree is equal to minus 1. So Q is equal to minus VI var. It means a capacitor injects reactive power in the circuit, but in inductive circuit, Q is equal to QL is equal to V into I. It means a inductive circuit receive, not inject, receive reactive power, absorb reactive power. Now in this waveform, current is leading, voltage is lagging. So power P is equal to product of V into I. If V is positive, I is positive, power P is positive. Similarly, here I is equal to negative, V is equal to positive, so power P is equal to VI, that is equal to negative. Similarly, here both V and I are negative, so P is positive. Here I is negative, V is positive, I is positive, V is negative, so power is negative. So in pure capacitive circuit, power is also alternating. It means a capacitive circuit receive power and deliver power to the circuit. Means it does not absorb any power in the circuit, or does not dissipate any power in the circuit. So this is the waveform for AC circuit waveform. This is the representation of power in AC circuit. DC circuit, power is simply product of voltage and current, but in AC circuit, elements may be pure resistive circuit, pure inductive circuit, pure capacitive circuit, RL circuit, or maybe RLC circuit. Thank you for today's class, dear students.